We're kicking off with huge news about Roman Reigns, who has been off WWE television since the night after WrestleMania 41, and his return is imminent. However, he won't return as the same tribal chief that fans remember. WrestleVotes has reported that WWE intends to shake things up with Reigns and that his persona will be freshened up when he returns to business. With his return drawing closer, we're told the moniker OTC1, or Tribal Chief 1, is the leading idea for how Roman Reigns will be presented upon his return to TV. OTC1 will be the shorthand version of his nickname, signaling to fans that he's embarking on a new chapter of his career and aiming to get back to dominating the business. WrestleVotes also revealed that he is slated to be a part of SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium, meaning his return is right around the corner after keeping a low profile for the last few months. Reigns was brutally attacked by Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker when he was last shown, therefore it wouldn't be a surprise to see him seek revenge against them when he does get back in the ring. WWE has been ramping up plans for his return for a while, and this rebrand has been a big part of the creative discussion surrounding him. What do you think of these new monikers for Roman Reigns when he returns to WWE? Please share your thoughts and feedback in the comments section below. Another WWE star has recently made a return to the company as well, but not in the manner that most fans might think about. Shayna Baszler was released as an in-ring talent by WWE back in May, however, she is still making an impact on the company from a behind-the-scenes perspective. It was reported that Baszler had been credited as a producer for the July 8th episode of NXT, working with Chris Gerard on the match between Kalani Jordan and Lainey Reed. This led to a lot of confusion from fans who thought she'd been fired. Baszler opted to set the record straight herself on a Twitch stream, confirming that she has been active at WWE's Performance Center. However, she's technically still under a contract due to the 90-day non-compete clause that WWE talent normally have. Some wrestlers had requested Baszler work with them, and that's exactly what she's been doing to pass the time, while also learning a new skill within the business. Baszler revealed that the idea of being a producer first started after a conversation between her and Bryan Danielson. He would often listen to the headsets backstage in WWE to hear the production when he wasn't wrestling. He revealed to Baszler that he learned a lot about timing and camera angles for television matches, inspiring her to copy him. Baszler admitted that she'd go to NXT shows because she was seen as a top talent there. This led to her gaining more success than she could get on the main roster, making it an ideal learning environment. Like Danielson, she learned a lot about the business. Eventually, some friends asked her to help out during a taping, and that's how it all started. This led to speculation that she'd been hired as a producer. That isn't the case, and Baszler confirmed there hasn't been any formal job offer regarding the role. She has simply continued to do this due to the opportunity presenting itself. However, Baszler was open about the fact that she'd be interested in the role at some point in the future, but she's not ready to quit wrestling. The former UFC star is even willing to go to Japan to keep her career going. So even though Baszler cannot wrestle right now, she's remaining active and sharpening her tools so that she's ready to dominate the business once again when the time comes. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. Professional wrestling is constantly changing and evolving, and sometimes that's a positive situation. Other times, the ever-developing nature of the business brings with it some negatives. One of the darker aspects is the level of online abuse that wrestlers experience, and a new report from CryptoManiacs.com has ranked the 15 most targeted wrestlers from April 30th, 2024 to April 30th, 2025. The study utilized various platforms including Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, examining thousands of posts and comments. It was Charlotte Flair who came out on top not just among wrestlers, but among all athletes studied. Nia Jax was in second place with a 35.3% negativity rate, while Mercedes Moné, Saraya, and surprisingly Tegan Nox took the rest of the top 5. CM Punk was 6th, which is less shocking due to how outspoken he is. Chris Jericho, the Young Bucks, Jon Moxley, Alexa Bliss, and Britt Baker were also featured, proving that a mix of WWE and AEW stars pick up the heat online. Which name on this list surprises you the most, and do you think fans take things too far on social media? Drop your thoughts and join the discussion in the comments section below. Drew McIntyre recently returned to television and immediately feuded with WWE legend Randy Orton. However, the Scotsman believes one major name within the company is intentionally avoiding a match with him. During an interview with Sports Illustrated, McIntyre discussed potentially facing John Cena before he retires, which led him to vent his frustrations about the current WWE champion. "I've never had a singles match with Cena. He's been ducking me his entire career. Don't know why. I'm sure he'd put a spin on it, as he always does. The problem is, I can spin things back verbally these days. Maybe that's why he's avoiding me. Cena wasn't the only wrestler catching strays during McIntyre's interview, though. He also gave his thoughts on Cody Rhodes' rise within the wrestling business. Cody is everything, basically that he says he is. I know underneath it all he has faked it until he made it, and I've been guilty of that in the past myself. However, even though McIntyre was mainly negative about Cena, he admitted that Rhodes works hard to be in his position, although it's a spot that Drew himself intends on taking. He's the best we've got right now until I beat him, because I know that I'm the best we've got, and I think he knows deep down that I'm the best we've got. Gail Kim's name has been in the spotlight this week after TNA President Carlos Silva publicly discussed her firing from earlier this year, and the Hall of Famer has now hit back and proven that she won't simply sit quietly over the subject. Kim took to social media to share a two-part statement on the subject, clearly stating that she has always prioritized the Knockouts division above everything else. On comments recently about the KO division needing to be reinvigorated, I want to let it be known that I was pushing for that for a year plus before Carlos Silva came in, to grow homegrown talent and do more with the KO division. I was fighting for that since Scott departed. Kim continued by emphasizing how passionate she was about her backstage role within the company and her loyalty to TNA. My loyalty and passion towards the Knockouts division should never be questioned, and how I wanted that division to be upheld. I fought for them on the weekly, just wanted my thoughts to be clearly delivered. Do you think Gail Kim was unfairly cut out of TNA's future plans? Please share your thoughts and feedback in the comments section below. Speaking of TNA, a familiar face popped up on the July 10th episode in the form of Enzo Amore as a vignette dropped for the controversial ex-WWE superstar, seemingly hinting at his impending arrival. The video saw him delivering his classic catchphrase as he referenced a notorious appearance he once made at Madison Square Garden, which saw him disrupt a WWE show by buying a ticket in the crowd. Amore hinted that he might do something like that again, as the TNA universe is now speculating about what his comments mean and whether or not he's going to start working for the company. Professional wrestlers making the move into Hollywood is starting to become a regular thing, and two of WWE's biggest stars will be sharing the screen in the future as part of the Street Fighter movie. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns have been cast as Gail and Akuma respectively, but according to Fightful Select, New Japan Pro Wrestling star Hiroki Goto will join them. He is believed to be playing the role of E. Honda in this live-action movie, as he looks to flex his own acting muscles and prove that it isn't just WWE superstars who can make this transition. MJF is another non-WWE name who has been making a splash in the world of Hollywood, and he's also one of the biggest stars in AEW's history. Even though he's still in the early stages of his career, in the grand scheme of things, he believes his legacy is already locked in. MJF spoke with The Masked Man Show, where he reflected on everything he's been able to achieve at this stage of his career, all while not being a part of the WWE machine. And I've only wrestled outside of WWE. When you skip names in professional wrestling that were not part of that monopoly that became household names, guys, I can't leave my goddamn house. If I leave my house, people are mauling me, right? And I've never been on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, and I think there's something special about that. And it goes to show you not just how important I am as a figure in professional wrestling, but how important All Elite Wrestling is, that we get to give people a major alternative. And that makes me happy. MJF has certainly proven he doesn't need WWE to make an impact, putting down amazing matches and promos to create memorable storylines while also building his name in the world of Hollywood. There's no denying that what MJF has achieved is impressive, even if he ensures that he tells everyone about it. However, it's clear that he's writing his own blueprint, which could be one that many others choose to follow. Speaking of top AEW stars, Jack Perry hasn't been seen on television since losing his TNT title at Full Gear. However, he has been backstage at several tapings lately. WrestleVotes Radio revealed that Perry has been present at several shows, which is a significant development given how long he's been gone from AEW. As was previously reported, Perry had been considered for Kenny Omega's return feud, but the plans were scrapped as AEW went in a different direction. However, Tony Khan is still looking to get Perry back into the mix. As one of the four pillars of AEW, Perry has a lot to offer the company, as he could easily get involved with the Elite or the Death Rider storylines. However, it remains to be seen how his return will unfold right now. Are you excited to see Jack Perry return to AEW? How would you book his comeback? Sound off in the comments. Celebrity appearances in professional wrestling are nothing new, and it appears that the next major one in WWE is right around the corner, as a popular musician is gearing up to compete at SummerSlam. According to PW Insider, Jelly Roll will be having a match at the upcoming Premium Live event, and the country star has been training recently to prepare for that moment. Jelly Roll is set to be part of SmackDown this week, which is believed to be the start of a brand new storyline where he's set to align with the top babyface in WWE. It's unknown who that is, although PW Insider did confirm it's not Cody Rhodes. Regardless of who it is, Jelly Roll stepping into a WWE ring is sure to command a lot of attention from the outside world, which will be positive for the company, although the pressure will be on him immediately. Before SummerSlam, it'll be Saturday night's main event on July 12th, and the event just got even more stacked as a brand new title match has been added, meaning there are now 4 encounters on the card. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis revealed the news on social media, confirming that Solo Sikoa will be defending his United States title against Jimmy Uso at the special event. TNA is currently building up to one of its biggest shows of the year in Slammiversary, but with just over a week to go, the event has been hit with a major injury as Trey Miguel is set to undergo surgery. However, it's not all negative as he will be able to compete in the TNA Tag Team Ladder match, which he had already been confirmed for. Miguel took to Twitter to reveal that he will be having hernia surgery after the show. While he was given the option to have it earlier, Miguel chose to still wrestle at the event, showcasing his commitment. Miguel stated that it was only a minor surgery and that he would make a full recovery, although it's unknown how long he'll be out of action. While this level of commitment is inspiring, it will lead to fans viewing the ladder match differently, as they'll be hoping to see Miguel not get hurt. Plus, it means he and Zachary Wentz are very unlikely to win the titles, almost ruling them out of proceedings. WWE's Evolution is taking place this weekend, and several legends will return to the ring, with the likes of Nikki Bella and Trish Stratus on the card. But could fans be set to see an even bigger surprise take place? Saraya hasn't wrestled in WWE since 2017 when she suffered her neck injury. Although she did make an in-ring return to work for AEW, she has teased the idea of making an appearance at the upcoming Premium Live event. The former Divas champion took to social media to say she's on her way to Phoenix for a fan signing event, but fans have instantly begun speculating about whether that means she will then travel to be a part of Evolution. Would you like to see Saraya make her return to WWE, and if so, who would you want to see her face? Let us know in the comments below. Nikki Bella is officially back, and she's not just aiming for a one-off appearance. The former Divas champion has confirmed she'll be competing in the Women's Battle Royal at Evolution 2, but more importantly, Nikki made it clear this isn't just about nostalgia, it's about launching a full-on comeback. Speaking on Busted Open Radio, Nikki said she's going all in, and winning the Battle Royal would be the perfect way to kick things off. I'm so excited to be a part of the Battle Royal. I want that big moment. To have such a big moment, I really want to win because I think this is the perfect way to start a comeback. A comeback that isn't here for just a month or two, it's here for a while. So, with Evolution 2 just around the corner, all eyes are on Nikki to see if she can win the Battle Royal and earn a title shot at Clash in Paris. Many fans believe she deserves one more championship run, and Nikki is clearly ready to go the distance. Now, while Nikki is preparing for this huge comeback, Bully Ray asked the question many fans have been wondering: how does it feel running into John Cena backstage? Nikki didn't dodge it. In fact, she opened up in a very honest and respectful way. It's been so great. As you know, it's a family back there, and every time you go back, it's the same. Even seeing people from the past, it's been really nice. I know we're talking about John. I have so much respect for him and his wife and their relationship, and she is super sweet and amazing, and she's at all the shows. It's been honestly very comfortable, very nice, and that's great. That's what you want from it. You don't want things to be awkward and weird, and it's not, so that's really nice. The two were once WWE's power couple, famously engaged at WrestleMania 33 before going their separate ways in 2018, but it's clear there's no bad blood. With her focus now on Evolution 2 and possibly one last title run, Nikki Bella's story might just be entering a whole new chapter. What do you think? Should Nikki Bella get one final run at the top? Let us know in the comments below. Some major health news about a legend of the business that's sure to bring a smile to people. The wrestling world can often be dominated by negative news, from backstage politics to talent getting injured, which is why positive announcements are often so exciting to hear. That's what fans have been treated to this week, as ECW legend Francine has confirmed she does not have cancer. She took to social media to reveal that the biopsy results showed no cancer being found, which is excellent. Please share your positive thoughts in the comments below and let us know your favorite memory of Francine. And we're closing things out with a major headline from AEW as Tony Khan is hyping what he's calling the biggest US match in AEW history, Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada. The two legends will collide at All In Texas on July 12th to crown the first ever unified AEW champion. Speaking to TMZ Sports, Khan called it a dream, years in the making, and praised AEW's partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling, which now allows them to feature classic Omega vs. Okada footage in the build-up. This will be their first clash in an AEW ring on American soil, with both the international and continental titles on the line. Khan calls it one of the greatest rivalries in wrestling and believes the match is not just history, it's must-see.